25RL Trail Runner, sometimes called a 25SLE, here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And this is what you call a 2015 and a half model. It has a couple mid-year updates. You can really instantly tell the difference by just looking at the exterior skin package. They both have this really sweet high contrast color package. The 15 and a halves just have a little bit different swooshes and a little bit different sticker and graphics on the front. You know, same quality trailer. It's like when Pepsi and Coke do an update. They're like, brand new looks, same great taste. You know, it's one of those kind of things. One of the things I like to point out with a trail runner, in your front pass-through storage, it does not go into the bedroom. That's kind of cool for me for a couple reasons. One, for security, because almost everybody has this baggage door key. Almost everybody has that thing. So they can't get into your trailer through your front baggage door and then sneak up into your living room and, you know, start taking TVs and things that you have stored in there. The other thing is, if you have like a tote where you keep things like your sewer hose up front, then the odors and smells for that don't seep into your bedroom. So it kind of keeps the outside out and the inside in. Other fun things on trail runners, in this class, you're hard pressed to find something with 30-pound propane tanks. It's going to give you 50% more dry camp time as opposed to the standard 20 tanks most things are going to have. You're also going to be hard pressed to find something that looks this good. This thing has some very nice eye appeal to it, which is hard to find at a affordable dollar trailer like this. Now this is something that can be built to be a very simplified model. We have added a couple things to it, like the spare tire, all 4 stabilizer jacks. We will often on this model add the slide out rear bike rack, because that's not something you normally get to enjoy on a starter point class like this. A lot of folks will come in wanting to buy a used camper, and if we don't quite have the layout they're looking for, they're kind of shocked to learn that there's not really a whole lot of price gap between a used RV and something like this trail runner, not at the volumes that we deal. And they're often pretty surprised, especially on a payment basis, how affordable trail runners really are. And, you know, along with affordability is reliability. I can't really tell you the last time I had any trail runners back here with any serious problems. I love the awning on this. One, we've upgraded to a power awning that has an LED light strip in the tube. But you notice that the awning covers both entry doors. Most campers in this class, they're going to chintz and they're going to cheat, and you're going to get like a 12-foot awning that stops right in front of that refrigerator panel. But on a trail runner, they give you a very large awning. This is Heartland's starter point trailer, but that doesn't necessarily denote like lesser quality. It's just smaller, simpler. Now, real quick, the color scheme that we're looking at here, depending on what area of the country you live in, you're either going to call it Orleans, what it just depends on where you're from. But it's a darker leatherette type material on most of your seating areas, with your seat back cushions and your curtain areas having this cool little swirly pattern here. I'm pointing this out because we sell a lot of this model. This is a very popular layout, and this is a very popular brand of camper. So it's very possible that the next one that we have in stock might have a different color scheme. We don't always order them looking exactly like this. So if the pictures in the video aren't identical, you know why. The pictures usually reflect the actual unit in stock. The video is here to tell you about trail runners and to show you this layout in a way that a picture never could. Now these are a bit taller than most things in their class. Like if you compare these to like a Salem Cruise Light or something like that, you're going to find that Salems aren't going to have these extra storage pockets up here because they're so much shorter. Like, I'm 6'3", and my head barely clears light fixtures in a Salem, but you see that this is a normal size travel trailer, so you don't run into that here. You also don't generally find central air standard in something in this class. Again, Trail Runner gives you a little bit more for your dollar. Now, there are little lips up here, so that you know, your bread won't fall out on you or anything like that. In general, in storage, Trail Runner does pretty good, and I do like the upgraded larger pull-out drawers, and you see that they're full extension, so you can actually get to the back of those there. Also, look at the size of the windows. Look at the size of these side windows here, and all of the extra ventilation and cross breeze that can give you. That's a big, big deal. You'll also find that in a trail runner, you will have more central air vents than just about anything else in its class. They use a 2-branch H ducted system. Without getting real scientific and nerdy on you, long story short, they can double the airflow from the same air conditioner as compared to most brands out there. Now, your U dinette, your king dinette here, that can fold down into a 7-foot bed. Huge bed. I think it's actually 7 foot 2 inches. So if you have big, tall guests, like if I were to stay with you, which was probably never going to happen, but regardless, if I did, hypothetically, I could sleep here comfortably. You also notice this is a freestanding table. So if you want to pull it over to the kitchen for serving, if you want to take it outside like a picnic table, you can do that. Trail Runner is still spending the couple dollars to give you some cabinetry above your sofa, and this is important. A lot of manufacturers are cutting out the cabinetry and giving you a bigger window, and that's fine if that's what you're looking for. There's more than one way to skin a cat. But storage in the rear living room is hard to come by, so I like to get every ounce that I can. This will jackknife down into an extra little sleeper sofa if you need it. Your entertainment center here, we do not include televisions with Trail Runners. Long story short, for the price of a little TV that would fit in here, you can go to Walmart, Target, wherever, and get the same TV cheaper. We'll install it. We don't care, but we're not going to ask you to spend more money for the same thing that you could get otherwise. But we do often upgrade to this from just the CD stereo. This is an AM/FM CD and DVD enabled stereo system. That Jensen Series 2 there has been extremely reliable. Now this I love. The bathroom in this layout is awesome. Usually you tend to get a tub in this class. You notice here we just have an easy walk-in shower. We don't have that big giant step up into the shower. You notice they're still giving you shower wall surround paneling. If you don't have this paneling right here, if you only have wall boards, the shower water that bounces off you and sprays off your body while you're bathing, it'll water damage your own walls. You'll water damage your trailer without even having a leak. Now notice too that you're getting a skylight and a power roof vent. You don't normally get that in this class. Usually they cheat and they put the roof vent over the shower and call it good enough because it's cheaper. You don't do that in a Trail Runner. They don't chintz and they don't cut corners. Even things like this. Notice that the stool is porcelain. It's an actual porcelain stool. Heartland's a huge company, and they went a little bit backwards. They started by making big fifth wheels like Landmark and Bighorn, and then they went down from there instead of starting with travel trailers and going up. So they already had nicer things like this, like that better AC system that I told you about. They already have those parts in stock. It's cheaper and easier for them to use what they have rather than try to stock, inventory, manage, and install 2 types of toilets, 2 types of AC systems. It's easier for them to do it this way. So you get to ride on the fringe benefits of that. Now, up here in the bedroom, as soon as the camera cooperates, you see that we do have a full pocket door. We don't have a curtain, so you can actually close this off and enjoy some privacy up here. Windows on both sides of the bed open up to give you some nice fresh air. Actually, a window on one side, door on the other. Pardon me, I don't want to confuse the issue. There is, if you lift this up, you see there is storage under here, and they are giving you struts on this bed. In this class, that is uncommon. Usually an entry-level class like this, you just have to lift up the bed and balance it on your head while you're trying to get stuff under here. But again, notice that your inside storage and your outside storage are separate. This is the perfect place for your big stuff like blankets and extra things for guests. It is wired in here for a TV hookup if you are so inclined to do so. But what's nice is right next to the bedroom is where you find the thermostat. And I make specific point to mention that because at night is when it seems like it's the hardest to climate control your camper. Usually the thermostat is located somewhere in the living room. Well, the problem is you're not trying to climate control back there when you're sleeping up here. So when the thermostat is next to your bedroom, that's when you're going to get the best, closest climate control experience. So, you know, if the thermostat is near your body, then you will stay more comfortable. It is also worth mentioning that this does have a gas and electric auto ignition water heater. Another thing in this class you're hard pressed to find. The more you look into Trail Runner, the more you're going to find a lot of really nice features like that. So I'd really encourage you to come visit us in person, or at least call here at 800-256-5199. 96 to learn a little bit more about these and find out how a trail runner really might be the right one for you. Thank you very much. Take care. Happy camping, everybody.